The AT-AT was one of the main vehicles used in the Battle of Hoth in Episode 5 of Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. The AT-AT is possibly the most formidable military vehicle ever assembled. The All-Terrain Armored Transport, AT-AT for short, was designed by Imperial engineers to move troops into occupied areas and inspire fear in enemy forces. The AT-AT's history began during the Clone Wars, when the Republic experienced success with the AT-TE. The AT-PT and other walkers. Years later, Commander Maximilian Veers resurrected the AT-AT concept, and the vehicles became a staple of the Imperial Army. Veers went on to lead Blizzard Force, a unit of modified AT-ATs used at the Battle of Hoth. During the height of the Galactic Civil War, the Empire produced hundreds of AT-ATs. Components for these vehicles originated with numerous companies, but assembly of the vehicles was carefully monitored by Imperials at secret Quat drive yards factories. The New Republic later destroyed AT-AT facilities on Quat, Carida, and Beldiron, but other installations survived to supply new AT-ATs to Imperial remnant forces. The awe-inspiring AT-AT stands more than 15 meters high and can carry up to 40 stormtroopers, 5 speeder bikes, and a variety of heavy weapons. In order to release troops, an AT-AT kneels to within 3 meters off the ground and lowers a rear assault ramp. The AT-ATs can also be configured to carry 2 AT-STs. The command crew consists of a pilot, gunner, and commander located in the vehicle's head. The AT-AT boasts both long-range heavy laser cannons and short-range medium blasters. The laser cannons serve as the primary assault weapons, while the blasters, which can rotate independently, are designed to provide covering fire for ground troops. The AT-AT's swiveling head can swing up to 90 degrees left or right and up to 30 degrees up or down, creating an impressive field of fire. The gunner controls all 4 weapons, assisted by a 360-degree holographic targeting system. Many AT-AT pilots also use the walker's heavy feet to crush enemy units and buildings. The AT-AT's armored vehicle and powerful drive motors make the vehicle virtually unstoppable. Most conventional weapons, including buster cannons and anti-vehicle shells, are incapable of penetrating an AT-AT's thick shell. 2 drive motors accelerate to 60 kilometers per hour over flat terrain and can function even after sustaining massive damage. To make AT-ATs more effective, the Empire often equipped them with special components for specific environments. So-called dune walkers, for example, incorporate Sinar Z-23 heat dissipation units to allow long marches on hot worlds. Typically, the first Imperial vehicles in the battle AT-ATs are transported from Star Destroyers to combat zones via short-range landing barges. As they approach, AT-ATs pummel enemy forces, clearing paths for smaller vehicles and troops. Now, the AT-AT is armed with a heavy laser cannon, medium blaster, sensor array, drive motor, thick armor plating, an escape hatch, and a soft spot. And the soft spot, is where the AT-AT's neck connects to the passenger compartment, is the transport's only weak spot. After Wedge Antilles used a snowspeeder's tow cable to topple an AT-AT at the Battle of Hoth, the transport was destroyed by a well-placed shot into this unarmored area. That's pretty much its only weak spot. In order for them to reach that, what they did in the Battle of Hoth is that they used their snowspeeder cables to literally immobilize the thing to where it can't move and to where it'd be easier to shoot down the weak spot, so that they wouldn't have any command posts or gunners or any pilots. It wouldn't be able to move at all, it wouldn't shoot, and no one would tell what they do because, they're dead. And here is a quote from Major Bren Derlin, who is a Rebel Alliance field commander in the New Republic. He said this: "We had won the Battle of Gorman, or we had the Battle of Gorman won, until the AT-ATs arrived. They came out of the fog and ripped apart the front lines. The locals ran in terror, but the experienced soldiers surrendered. We knew that you can't outrun an AT-AT." Ironic, considering those things are pretty slow. I mean, they're like slow as camels, man. So its size is 15 meters tall and 20 meters long. Okay. Keep in mind this is in the metric system. Its maximum speed is 60 kilometers per hour over fault terrain. Primary manufacturer is the Kurt Drive Yards, of course. And the affiliation is, of course, the Galactic Empire. That is all the information in this book for the AT-AT, and I will see you in the next one.